I'm gonna try not to cry in this video because this was the moment. Hmm. Okay, let's start over. The relationship. Okay, let's start over and this is probably the 10th or the 15th time I'm trying to record this video and the tears started running down, so I don't think we'll be able to stop them in this video. So this is just a disclaimer that today's topic is the key to self-liberation and your feminine energy, and I hope this resonates with you. So let's start. I didn't have a good relationship with my dad from my teen years up until my late 20s, which is when he passed away. I tried to numb this space that I had for my dad because my relationship with my dad was non-existent from certain point onwards, but within me there was a lot of anger and a lot of resentment, but also there was that part of me who was missing him. She was missing the role that the masculine energy plays in a girl's life, or in other words, I missed my dad. And it wasn't until my very early 20s when I met a man who sparked something within me. And the first couple years of my relationship with that man was nothing but repeat cycles. It was cycles of third parties, cycles of not being chosen, not being recognized, not being seen, and all that stuff. And of course, as 20 years old, me living in a foreign country alone, missing her dad, this was a core wound within me that I didn't know I had. And I was desperately looking for something or somebody to fill it in. But what I wasn't realizing was that the repeat cycles I had with that man were mirroring the dynamic I had with my dad. Or, in other words, the not seeing me, the not chosen me, had attracted a man who mirrored the relationship I had with my dad. And realizing this was what marked the beginning of my conscious feminine energy journey. And so, if this resonates with you, this is my message to you. You can heal your feminine energy by healing the relationship with your masculine energy. And the first figure, the first glimpse, and the first grasp of masculine energy in your life was your father. Whether you're in a good relationship with him or not, whether he is still alive or not. Because after my dad passed away, I was filled with so much numbness because I knew that there was a lot of inner healing that I had to do, but I didn't know where to start from. I didn't know how to do it. And so this was my method. I chose to talk to my dad, or shall I say, to a picture of him, as if I chose I took a picture of my dad, I put it in front of me, and I spoke to him. I spoke to him as if he was sat there in front of me. And I spoke to him about everything that happened in my life in the past decade that he wasn't part of. I promise you, the amount of heaviness that I felt lifting off my chest was one of the most liberating feelings I've ever felt. And let me tell you, once I did that, the relationship I had with that man transformed. And not just with him. The way I started allowing myself to be seen, the way I started sharing myself with the world, sharing my gift, my voice, my energy, my expression. So, if you're doing different feminine energy practices and you feel like no matter how much you're doing, somehow you still repel love, or you still repel men, or you still continue to attract the wrong type of men, my ask for you is, what is your relationship with your dad? Where is it that you still hold grudges or anger against him? Be it because he left your mom, or be it because he passed away. There are many reasons why a girl is holding resentment and anger towards her dad. Even if he was the best dad she could possibly ask for, there is still something that you're holding against him. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe you feel like your dad has not forgiven you for something. And the truth is this: forgiveness is a one-way street. It's when you choose to consciously let go of that end of the connection that is weighing you down. That is when things align. That is when things transform. Sitting there for I don't know how long, crying my soul out and speaking to a photo of my dad, filling him in on everything that's happened in the last 10 years, felt like a moment of forgiveness for the both of us, for me and for him. And there are many ways how you can do it. Whether you choose to write a letter to him that you don't send, or whether you sit in front of a picture of him and you just tell him everything you want, I promise you, this is a door that you have to open if you want to meet your feminine energy. Because the thing is that we have internally both feminine and masculine energy. And one of the reasons why so many women are stuck in cycles of hyper independence, which is what I was doing for so many years, and they're trying to do it all alone, sort it out, or whatever, is because of the father wound. It's because it is your responsibility to heal the relationship with your dad. Trust me, you will never be happy in love, and you will never attract a man that is going to complete you, because there is no such thing. Nobody can complete you but yourself. And you will never be happy in love and relationship if you continue to carry the father wound. It is your responsibility to set yourself free. And I promise you, if I could do it, you could do it too. And so, healing the relationship with my dad through that ritual, as I call it, brought so much forgiveness and so much gratitude in me for him being my dad. Because being a feminine energy woman, a divine feminine woman, means carrying the understanding that people operate from the level of awareness they've reached. And so I could only be grateful for the fact that I have grown more awareness than my dad because of my dad. And it's also carrying the understanding that some souls come to the earth to play the bad guy so we can learn a lesson. And if it wasn't for my dad, and later on for that man that I attracted, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. I wouldn't have risen into my divine feminine energy, and I wouldn't be helping women do the same. And so it is when you let go of all the low vibrational energies that you felt towards your dad, for him leaving you, or for him divorcing your mom, or for him cheating on your mom, or for him passing away and leaving you alone, whatever the story is. It's when you forgive him for that, not because he asked for forgiveness, but because you understand that he is a reflection of your inner masculine, and therefore the masculine energy that you attract in your life. It's only then you would attract a man that will truly love you and see you for who you are. And I'm speaking from experience. And I promise you, forgiveness, compassion, gratitude, and unconditional love are qualities of the divine feminine, and they are powerful qualities. This is why they say that the feminine energy is soft, because being able to have the awareness and have the compassion and have the gratitude and have the forgiveness requires softness within your soul. Because a cold and a hard heart cannot possess these qualities. And so if this resonates with you, know that I have walked this journey and I continue to walk it. And if this is something that you're going through, there is always place for you on my channel. Sending you lots of love. Bye.